Hey, it's Athene with simplyathene.com, and I just wanted to share with you how I host my videos in Zoom. Zoom has become super popular right now with everybody working from home and kind of stuck at home. People are hosting their meetings, their happy hours, their book clubs. The teachers are teaching the kids on Zoom. It's just, yeah, it's been really crazy. So I just wanted to share some clips because so many people have been asking how I use Zoom. So I figured why not just post a couple of clips in YouTube so I can help more people. So go check it out. You know, at the end, please post your questions or suggestions in the comments below. Anything that I can help you with, I would love to help you with. And I'll share some more videos. Just look in my comments. I will post some links to other videos. All right, so here we go. All right, so to start a meeting, you obviously have to log into your Zoom account. So you go to zoom.us, get into your account. While you're in your account, there's a couple of different ways. Obviously, you should have either already scheduled a meeting or you can just start from scratch. So if you already scheduled a meeting, go into meetings, and then you'll find all your upcoming meetings here, and then you just hit start, and then you're ready to go. Now, if you haven't scheduled one, you can schedule one now and then start, or you can just go here where it says host a meeting, and then you can do a meeting with the video on, video off, or screen share only. So let's say we're going to do with video on. You click on that, and then Zoom starts, and then you're ready to go. So now we're inside of the meeting. So I'm going to show you how the meeting room, what it looks like, and how you can manage your meeting room. So we started the meeting room. I have it on video on, obviously, because you can see me on the screen, and I'll show you how to manage it all. All right, so let's start on the bottom where you see the little microphone, which if you click on it, you can mute it and then people can't hear you, or you can unclick it to unmute it. If you have different types of microphones, for example, you could, like I'm using my earbuds, sometimes I use my mic, whatever they may be, you can find those here. And when you click on audio settings, you can kind of test a little bit and make sure that it works right. I highly recommend not only the audio, but also the video. Before you do any meeting, do a meeting on your own by yourself, or maybe with a friend, to just do a test run and see how it works, how the functions, how all the little things work, to make sure that you're a little bit more comfortable before you start your meeting. All right, so that's the audio. The video is the same. When you click on it, you'll see a red stripe. That means there's no video. It will show the picture, your profile picture. And when you unclick it, the video will start playing again. And if you click here, it will give you some options of your different types of cameras, and you can choose a virtual background. Now, the virtual background does not work for all computers, so just be careful. I cannot use the virtual background because my background is very busy on the wall, my back. If that was all white and I wasn't wearing a white shirt, I would be able to use one of these features. So then this would be my background rather than having like a green background or a white background. All right, this is super fun to use, but it doesn't work for everybody. So you just have to play with it and see if that works for you. Okay, all right, so that's the audio and the video. One little thing here too, when you see on top here, you have speaker view, and then you also have gallery view. My preferred way is gallery view. And I'm not sure. Oh, you know why it's not showing? I already know. Hold on one second. Because the gallery view actually is me. Let me just go on my little, let me start the video. So you'll see me, I'm twice, all right? Because I'm on two little devices I'm testing. But I just wanted to show this to you, that the speaker view, what that is the person that's talking right now, that's the one that's going to be showing on the screen. Okay, so if you have a bunch of people and a bunch of people are talking back and forth, it's going to switch back and forth between the people that are talking. The speaker view is great for when you're doing a presentation and you're the host and you're the one that's talking. If you're in a group setting, I would say click on the gallery view, or then you would see everybody at once. Now, depending what device you're on, for example, on your iPhone, you can only see, I think, up to 4 people. Your iPad, Oh, I don't know, I haven't checked. And on your computer, you can see a lot. And you can actually, between all devices on your phone and your iPad, or if you, whatever tablet you're using, you can switch and see everybody. But you just have to test and see how that works. So that's the speaker view and the gallery view. And let me just shut this one off real quick. Let me stop the video so you don't see me twice. All right, okay. All right, so that's the way that you can view your participants. If, for example, let's say you invited a bunch of people in, you forgot to invite somebody, or somebody is on a different device and they need the invitation again, you just click here on invite. And then you can click on any of these to send a direct email, or you can copy the URL or copy the invitation and then go into their text message or their email and then just paste that in there so you can invite them into the meeting. Okay? All right, next, manage your participants. So if I click on that, you'll see all the people that are part of your group here, and for some reason it's not recording it entirely, unfortunately. Anyway, so here you would see all the people that are in your meeting, and next to it, which it's not showing, there are buttons where you can mute people out, you can rename them, and there's more options as well where you can't see it. I don't know why it's doing that, but there's a more button to the right, all the way to the right, where you can you have a little bit of extra settings. You can mute participants on coming in, which I'm going to be talking about on the video where we cover the whole settings part. You can allow participants to unmute themselves. So this is entirely up to you. If you're doing a presentation where you're going to be the one that's talking, you don't want them to interrupt the meeting, then you would check this off. You can play a chime for when people are coming and leaving your meeting, if that helps you. You can allow participants to rename themselves. For example, you can go on their name, or they can go on their name and they can change the names. You can lock a meeting. You can't see that because that's right out of the recording screen, but you can lock a meeting. What that means is that once you're starting your meeting, and let's say you're doing a presentation, you don't want people to come in and out of the meeting, you just lock it. That means everybody's there, that's it. Nobody else can just come in. When people ask questions, let me see if I can do it from here for a second. I can clap hands, I can raise hands. So if I raise my hand, yeah, again, you can't see it, but it's here next to me. And then there's a little thing here where I can say lower your hand, or you can lower your hand from your participants. Those are great features, obviously, if you're asking a question and you don't want to unmute everybody, or maybe they don't have the capability of unmuting themselves, they can raise their hand and then you can unmute them and have a conversation. And then let me see what other options there are. And then the last one is you can put an attendee in the waiting room on entry. So what that means is that you can, when you're starting your meeting, rather than having everybody come in, they can be in a waiting room until you give them approval to come in. So you can actually manually, if you want to, approve people one by one to come into your meeting. Okay, so that's about managing your participants. The next part is polling, which I'm not going to go through in detail, but if you click on that, you can create your own questions for your groups. You can ask questions, you can add different answers, you can launch the poll and send it out into the group and give them, let's say, 2 minutes to answer your questions. Then you can close it and then you can share the results or just keep them for you. It's just a fun way to add some, some conversation inside of your meetings. Okay, so then comes the sharing. So sharing, you can share stuff, and depending on how you've set up your meeting, your participants can also share their screen. Right now, I'm just going to purely focus on you. So when you share, you're going to get a couple of options. The stuff that's going to pop up are things that are open on your computer. So for example, right now I have my Zoom open, so that's one of them. I have my Finder open, and I have my desktop. So if I click on that, it would open up my desktop. I can say, show my web browser, show my presentation, show a PDF, whatever it may be, that would then pop up within the meeting. You can also have a whiteboard. So if you click on the whiteboard and share, or you just double click, it will have a whiteboard that everybody can see. And on the whiteboard, you can add your text. Add your text. And you can draw, and you can, for example, pick something, and you can pick a color. So you can draw on your task, you can add your whiteboard, I'm sorry. You can add stamps on certain things that you're doing. So it's a fun way when you're having, let's say, a brainstorming session and you want to take notes while people are talking. Then you can open up the whiteboard, take notes, and then you can save it, and then you can send it to your participants. Okay? So once you're done with stopping the sharing, you want to go back to video, just click on stop share, and then you're back. It's really, really easy. The chat feature, depending again on how you have your setup done, but you can chat with your entire group. You can add a message here. Or you go in this box and you can, obviously I'm the only one that's there, but I can talk to one person in person. There'll be an option where they can have a conversation with the host, you, or with the entire group, or they can have one-on-one conversations within themselves. Again, it all depends on the settings, which I'll cover in the other video. All right, so then two more things. The last one is, actually, yeah, two more things. So recording. So you can set up, as we covered in the other sessions, you can set up where your meeting is automatically recorded as soon as you start, or you can manually record it. Now, if you have the Pro feature, you can record it to the cloud and then just send the link to the participants, or you can record it on your computer and then you have the file on your computer, and then you can either upload it into YouTube or Vimeo, whatever, or your website, whatever it may be. And then the last but not least, and I have a video on this too, is this you would have to add into your settings. But there is a way where you can start a Zoom meeting with either just yourself, or you can invite others, and then you can host them live on Facebook. So let's say I have 2 or 3 people and we have a group session, and I click here. I'm not going to do it right now, but live on Facebook, and that will open up your Facebook app and it will ask you permissions. It will take a few steps, but then you can host, literally your meeting will go live on Facebook. One little heads up on this is with everything going on and everybody being on Zoom and Facebook these days, because we're all at home and we're all, just trying to work with all the tools, and Zoom has been super busy, that this doesn't always work. So it's kind of, you got to try and see if it works. But it is a really cool feature that I've used many times before. So that's basically it with hosting your videos or hosting your meetings through Zoom. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. And as promised, there's a couple of other videos, so just check them out. I'll make sure that I'll post the links in the comment section below. All right, thanks. Bye.